So again, let's take a closer look at the surprising national employment numbers today, and specifically how those jobs are looking at the local level. And joining us now is the mayor of Lansing, Michigan, Virgil Bernero. Mayor Bernero, great to have you.
Happy to be here, Lori.
So what is the story with the jobs in Lansing? Is that improvement on the national picture evident in your city?
People are hurting. We're not feeling much yet. Obviously, it's good news. We'd certainly rather have unemployment stabilizing than going up some more. But in Lansing, it mirrors the national average. In Michigan, we lead the country in unemployment at about 15%. It is tough. I mean, there's a lot of people unemployed. There's a lot of people looking for work. As mayor, when I go around to events, people stop me. They hand me resumes. They ask for jobs. Of course, we're not hiring at the city. Just the opposite. We're shrinking ourselves. So it is a tough time. These are encouraging numbers, but you know my feeling, we've got to put the P back in GDP. You know, even in those numbers that you mentioned, I listened to your report, manufacturing jobs continue to go down. We're a manufacturing town. A lot of towns across the United States, we make things. We have people that are productive, that want to be productive, and my concern is that we've got to put the P back in GDP. We cannot survive. We're not going to grow on consumption alone, and so we've got to convince Wall Street, we've got to convince corporations to move more of their productive capability, their production, back to the United States of America. You know, if you want to be a U.S. corporation, how about you put 50% of your production in this country? How about employing some Americans? Don't just be American in name, but actually be an American company. Move some of those jobs back to this country. That's what we need, is we need to put people back to work, and the markets will respond to that. Right now, we've made the mistake of disconnecting the markets from domestic production, and that's why really, I hear all this hoopla going on, but believe me, we're not celebrating on the streets. In Main Street America, we're not celebrating yet.
But Mr. Mayor, let me ask you this. The president actually just referenced this in his town hall, that manufacturing jobs probably won't come back to this country because of the nature of time passing, that it's becoming a services industry, or it is, right? 90% of the economy made up of services industry. So what are you doing as mayor to transform your workers from a manufacturing type background, that kind of economy, to jobs that can, you know what I'm asking, continue.
Let me point out, I think that's a fiction that I'm not willing to sell. I don't know what you're talking about. Service economy? What service what? You got to make something.
The services industry.
And, look
at the technology industry. Tremendous demand for products and technology.
Look, we're all for that. We've got Michigan State University. We've got a lot of high tech. Not every American is going to get 4 or 6 years of college, and not every American. We can still make things. We can still have advanced manufacturing. You know, there are advanced countries like Germany where they haven't given up on their manufacturing. You know, I resent, not you, but others who try to make me out like a dinosaur. I'm for manufacturing, and I see countries like Germany where German manufacturing, they're still the envy of the world. People respect German engineering. And why shouldn't they respect American manufacturing and American engineering? We have some of the top producers in the world. Still, we have a domestic capacity that's incredible.
But the problem is you can't
pay them. And so I'm unwilling to say goodbye. I'm unwilling to wave the white flag over companies like GM, Ford, and Chrysler and other manufacturers who are phenomenal and excellent in their field.
How can you pay them or make their quality of life available so that that balance will work out?
We need the balance. That's exactly that's the word. We need the high tech, of course, and we need the IT, and we've got that in Lansing, and we've got things coming straight from the laboratory into the market when we can get capital. I wanted to mention, Lori, by the way, another big issue, a remaining obstacle, is we can't get access to capital. We have great entrepreneurs at Michigan State and other places who come out with great ideas, great products, and they need a loan to get started or to start their production here, and they can't get it. And I'm afraid I see some of those productive things going to China and other countries where there's access to capital. They can't get the capital because the banks are frozen up. Even the local banks, they're being squelched by the FDIC and the increasing regulation. They're not getting any effect of the bailout that was done at the top. And so again, we here at the local level, you ask how it is at the local level in places like Lansing, we're trying to get a recovery. We've got great people, great ideas, inventions,
Mayor
innovation.
Bernero, I want to get in one final question before we run out of time. Will you run for governor?
I'm taking a close look at that. I've been convinced by folks to take a good look at it, and I'm doing that.
Okay.
I want to see the state succeed.
That is certainly
our struggles in Lansing are not unlike other cities around the state and country.
We certainly thank you for your discussion, your opinions. Mayor Bernero, thank you very much.
Thanks,
Lansing,
Lauren.
Michigan.